learned something 10 years ago, but the bottom line, you might not be able to use it. But as soon as you put it in a reference for the eye or head, you can use it. So how many circles have we gone over? You think of how many?
The circle of fifths in music.
Fifths, right. Music, we've gone over the circle fifths. In electronics, we've gone over some circles. Pi, anybody remember pi? Pi is 3 circles rolled 3 times, plus another few dotted things here. Pi. Ohm's law. If you don't have a circle and work with a circle, Ohm's law, in my opinion, is pretty hard mathematics. You've got equations, 6 of them or whatever, and they're hard to manipulate. Okay. But if you put it in terms of a circle, again, it isn't. So anyway, a lot of things in medicine specifically, a circle helps you. So anyway, let's take this here. That's your heart. Okay. Valentine's Day. Who's got the heart? Okay. So where this helps you is there's 2 sides to the heart. Right side and left side, which is not uncommon. Okay? So a lot of things that we do, like we say right or left, or A and B, whatever. This is the right side, the left side. This is called atria, okay, ventricles. So we have right and left. This comes in, the blood comes in here, and it goes out here, and it goes to the lung. Right? This blood is blood that's been used up in a vein. Okay, it's already given up what you need to live. Okay, so the lung then is going to add oxygen to it. Okay, it's got to have oxygen. So normally they make this blue, and they make this side red. Oxygenated blood, when it comes out, it's going to be red. Right? When I cut myself shaving, it's red. So anyway, then it comes back to the heart, to this atrium, and then it comes down to the ventricle, okay, and then it goes out the aorta all the way down your body. And now you're feeding oxygen to your feet, to your brain, and so on. So, and then after the oxygen is used up, and all kinds of other stuff too, but oxygen is going to come back up here as deoxygenated. There's no oxygen. So it's going to come down through that part of the heart and go back to the lungs. So that's what we call the heart-lung machine. Okay, now to the electronics of it. This is where it gets a little complicated. Little spot there. Okay. And Roy asked this question earlier. Roy asked a question, I can't remember the exact question.
Okay, that will fire electricity, correct?
Yeah. That little spot with those little cells will supply the electricity for what we're going to talk about in that heart in your life for the rest of your life. Okay.
Okay, that's the start. But there's always something to feed it. What does it?
Nothing. As you develop, we have a sperm and an egg gets together, right? You have sperm and an egg get together, pretty soon you have a fetus, okay? As each stage of that development, this is what's interesting about the human body. For whatever reason, from those 2 cells in the DNA, pretty soon you're going to have an eye, you're going to have an ear, and you're going to have a heart. So all these other cells, these one cells start turning into these very unique cells. Then you have the eye. Then you have the cones in the eye that see color, the rods that see black and white. And that's just the way it is. Who knows why it happened? We're studying it in great detail with electron microscopes and molecular chemistry and so on, but I'm saying that when it develops, I don't know, 4 weeks, this is the study of embryology. In medicine and college, you have to study the development of the pig first, and then the human, and so on. So once those cells turn into that type of cell that's gonna make electricity for the next 100 years, then that's what they do. So there's no good answer to your question. It's just the way it is.
I need to know the beginning,
I told you.
the age-old question.
The beginning is sometime when you're a fetus between two cells, a sperm and egg getting together, and when the fetus decides that now we're gonna make a heart. Now we're gonna make it an eye. Now we're gonna make an ear. We'll make the eye, then we gotta make the cones. Make the ear, we gotta make the little things here that go back and forth through here. So there's nobody really knows why. Right? You just know that it happens, and it happens from the DNA.
Where does electricity come from?
Heart,
Where does electricity come from inside that heart?
that's what we're getting to know, right from there.
It's a chemical.
It's so mysterious to me.
Well, it is, but
It
it's
is,
chemical.
it's unique, it's marvelous.
You've got the same thing.
At some point right after you were conceived, your body says, I need this, and it made it. And they're gonna be there for the rest of your life. Okay? So, now, that's one. You have other ones here. You've heard me talk about backups before. So, we have backups. We have 2 arms, 2 lungs, 2 legs, and so on. So the body has made a backup. And you have more, sometimes 2 or 3. So, but anyway, here, this is the primary one. Then down here, you have another one. Okay? And then you can have a few more other backups, but this is number 1. Let's make that number 2. And then you have strands that go down, cross over. Okay? And little fibers. Now, what happens is you have cells. And when these cells change their polarity, let's say this is plus, 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 minus, 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 whatever, when they change the polarity, okay, and this is what AC electricity does, it goes back and forth. Right? Okay. When it changes the polarity, this cell, the heart cell, is going to contract. Contract, uncontract, contract. And this is sending that signal. That signal says go down to here, then spreads through the heart. As it goes down, these contract, if these contract, the whole heart's contracted. Then it's gonna go back. Okay, it's gonna go back to where it was. It changes this. And this is contraction. So this is a process of getting down. So those muscles now contract, and then they lose that polarity. Because the signal goes down for the heart to contract, and then it's gone. And then they depolarize, uncontract. And then another signal comes. So it does that for anybody that's healthy. 70 to 100 times right, per minute. 70 beats. If you take, everybody take your pulse. Feel your pulse. You can feel what we're talking about here, or in your carotid, or your femoral area. Most people take it right here. Let's see, it's a radial pulse. So if anything happens to you, you feel faint, you don't feel good, take your pulse. That usually means something's going on here. Now, what can happen? Well, you can have a block. And a block where this signal won't go, and then this one starts working, but that's not the same as this one working. So that's first degree block. You have a second degree block, a third degree block. And you're going to feel some effects. So Most common effect, obviously, is you're gonna be faint. You're not gonna have enough oxygen, you're not gonna work, or you start getting dizzy, and so on. All this has to be fed by these vessels. So in our age, when you get here, let's say there's a vessel here, and you've eaten too much cholesterol, foods with cholesterol, you're gonna get a plaque in there, okay? And then, this is irregular. Blood needs a very smooth way to flow, and you get a blood clot. And with the blood clot, you get, those cells die. That's called myocardial infarction. So when those cells die, then the heart can't do the job it was doing before. It won't get the signal. The signal can't get through anymore. Those cells are gone. They're dead. Any questions on that? So far? No? Okay. Now to the electronics.